Hi, everyone. Lisa Haven here. And so many things are happening all around us right now. And now is the time to prepare yourself for what is coming, not only across the globe, but here in the United States of America. And I've got one heck of a report to share with you. Let's start with some of the things that are happening. The first article here, NBC News, economy in reverse. Initial jobless claim rise for second week. GDP falls by record 33%. ZeroHedge.com, the recovery has reversed what Goldman's real-time indicators reveal about the state of the United States economy. Bloomberg.com, almost 30 million people in the U.S. didn't have enough to eat last week, and that signifies that we are in so much more danger than many of us realize. The fact that people are scraping by and we have massive lines at the food banks. But the good news is we do know gold is going up. I have to give you some good news here. Here's that. Cointelegraph.com, Goldman Sachs, gold will hit 2,300 by 2020. What about Bitcoin? And PIOnline.com, investors rethink 60-40 as low bond yields test portfolios. So on the broadcast today, I've brought an expert and I bring him on periodically to give his expert advice. He's with noblegoldinvestments.com. If you guys haven't converted your 401k, this is the guy to do it with before it gets too late in time frame. You need to protect yourself right now. So are you with me over there, Colin?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. And it's amazing what happened. Everybody thought, jobless claims were going in the right direction, and obviously a lot of people that were looking at the numbers believe that we had a little bit of a push that was temporary, and now things are starting to settle in actual news, and it's definitely concerning out there for the economy.
Yeah. So what do you think about, I know our GDP has dramatically dropped and I know it went up a little bit since then, but we're still at Great Depression level areas, both on the economy, both with the GDP. Where are we headed in the near future?
Well, I think what's interesting when you look at the bond market, we've had negative yield twice this year, just in terms of the ratio when you look at the 10-year and the shorter term bonds. But the thing that I like to look at is I look at history. So if you go back to 1990, bond yields above 5% were about 55 or 60% of the market. And then the rest of the market was below 5%. So just to kind of give you a perspective in terms of bond yields. Right now, 60% of the bond yields on the market, and I think actually the number's higher. I think the number should be much higher than this. But 60% is trading below 1%. So to kind of put that out there, basically the majority of the bonds, the majority of the hedge funds, the majority of investors that buy bonds are making less than 1% on their money in these investments. And furthermore, the report that we were kind of looking at and talking about earlier is that those bonds are even riskier than they've ever been. So not only are they paying a return that you and I both know is not keeping up with inflation, but they're not going to be as safe as they once were. And that's why we've seen this push into gold. That's why we've seen all these endowments all over the world that continuously would buy bonds, and these very secure investments are looking at gold, because guess what? If they're going to make less than 1% and those bonds are not safe, what's the real point of investing there? So we're seeing a real transition. And then I think that when you look at the big picture of that, is that people are looking at the next 12 to 18 months and they're saying, do we have enough in the bank right now? Does the United States have enough in the bank to keep us solvent? Is our currency going to go under with all the debt and all the money printing that's happening? Do we have enough to survive this next 12 to 18 months? And I think most people believe that we don't.
What do you believe?
I don't think that we can survive this. I think this is going to be a very dramatic collapse of our economy. I think that we're going to be in this recession for a long time. I think unemployment above 10%. We're looking at least another 9 to 12 months, which is going to be devastating, which basically just means it doesn't matter who's in office. We're just going to be in a round and round and round of stimulus. It's going to be a constant cycle of stimulus, and that is not good for our currency. The more debt we're putting out there, the more we're letting the world know that we can't sustain ourselves, and we're just trying to kick the can down the street. It's like, when you have two credit cards and you get two more credit cards. I mean, that's the situation that we're in right now. And I think we're sending warning signals to the world that the U.S. economy is in trouble, and we don't know how to get out of it.
What's a way that the average family can prepare and get out of it, so to speak? Because I know, I mean, not necessarily loopholes, but there are things that we can do to protect ourselves in some way, shape, or form, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think becoming more self-sufficient is really the most important thing. I think the nuclear family and everyone coming together as a family to try to just reduce overall costs and overhead to try to get that under control. I think people are going to start moving back in with their parents. Grandparents are going to start moving in and consolidating, and that's what we need to do. I mean, that's what people did during the Great Depression, is that families, helped each other and everybody was chipping in. That's really the first step. The second step is people need to realize that most of these jobs that were there 5 months ago, a lot of those jobs are never going to come back. And so people need to start thinking about new careers, new businesses that are going to thrive and flourish in this economy. And then the third thing that people need to do is they need to start thinking about the way money actually works. And the way that money actually works is that our fiat money living and saving for fiat money is never going to work. It's just not the way of our economy. You have to get out there and get investments that can get you a decent return, and it can get you a return that can keep up with inflation. So if people start to open their mind to really what's happening, they realize it's never going back to the way that it was. I mean, this economy of what it is today, I mean, do I think people are going to start going out to eat again and traveling? Of course, all that stuff's going to happen. But to the level that we're at now, big corporations are realizing they don't need to pay what they used to pay. They don't need to have big offices. A lot of major industries are going to get destroyed by what's happened over the last 4 or 5 months. And we're still probably halfway through a lot of where the shutdowns are. So I think people need to reframe their thinking and really start to consolidate and get smart about their money and get smart about their futures.
And even as part of that, and I've been advising people like you've advised me in the past, we have to start putting our assets in different areas. We have to diversify our portfolio. We have to, like what you offer, you've got gold, silver, precious metals, and even Bitcoin, right? That they can convert this stuff into.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will tell you one thing. One of the questions people ask is, well, can I get out of it when I need it? And recently we've had some people that have, needed money and these are people that, needed to sell back gold and silver. And you could tell they don't want to sell it, right? Nobody wants to sell their gold and silver right now, but they need to. And they are so happy that we're able to buy it back. They're able to liquidate it quickly, get their funds. That's one of the beautiful things about gold and silver is it's so liquid. A lot of people right now, if they have a lot of their money tied up in real estate, who knows if people are going to be so willing to buy that real estate. It takes time to close escrow. With the money that people have in gold and silver, if they need it today, they can get out of it quickly. And a lot of them are very surprised, obviously, by the returns. We had some people that unfortunately had to liquidate for a few different reasons, and they bought gold and silver from us earlier this year. And they were so pleased with the returns. They were just flabbergasted and just so excited that they were able to, if they had to sell, at least they were able to take a significant profit on that liquidation.
And I think that's a good thing that which is why I've partnered with you guys, that you guys offer to the public. And I know right now I'm going to throw up this coin and I'll let you talk about it because I think it's pretty awesome that you guys are adding this. So tell them about the coin.
Yeah, so it's part of the America the Beautiful series, but it's a special one. It's the 5-ounce Apollo 11 coin, excuse me. And this is a proof coin, and I've wanted to buy this coin for myself personally for a long time, and I've also wanted to buy it and do it as a giveaway. Obviously, we had the 50-year anniversary of the landing, and so I wanted to be able to give this to clients, and I just was never able to get enough of them to do it, and I was able to secure this coin. It was so recently I wasn't even able to send it to you. Typically, I'd send you the coin for you to hold it up, but I just got these coins, and I'm really excited. So anyone that does a qualified IRA with us, anything above $20,000 in the month of August this year, they will get this coin for free. And we're not going to send it to your IRA. We're going to send it directly to your home. Now, this coin is selling on the open market for $300 plus if you can get it. I think in 15, 20 years, this coin will be worth thousands of dollars. And this is a free offer. I'm actually excited to just give it to people. I'm excited to get their feedback. When I got when we were able to secure that, my wife was excited. I set aside for my kids. They each got a few of these. And then I was able to give one to all my staff, which I was really excited about. So I'm really excited to be able to offer this coin. People are going to be amazed by the beauty of this coin, and it's for free. And just another way to get people incentivized for rolling over their IRA. They can buy gold, silver, platinum, palladium, whatever metal they want. As long as it's qualified, they're going to get this coin for free.
And how do they get a hold of you?
877-646-5347. Phone lines are open pretty much all day, any hours. We're working 6 days a week right now with obviously the demand. So just give us a call. You have questions. We have a lot of friendly people on the other line that want to help you, give you information. Even if you just get information, you want to learn, we're here. So really excited to be able to offer this and all that great information to people.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for coming on. I truly appreciate it. And thank you guys for listening. All the information that Colin was talking about is in the description box below. So give him a call. Let him know you heard it on Lisa Haven, or go to noblegoldinvestments.com. And can't wait to see that coin in person.
Yeah, I'll get it to you very soon. As soon as I get them in my hands, I'll ship them to you the next day.
Well, thanks again for tuning in, you guys. I'm Lisa Haven, and that was Colin Plume signing out.